Coming back at you one more and I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored and for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. Y'all been, just dropping comments and, wanting advice on so many different things that are coming your way is truly a blessing to me. I'm glad I can be a part of your journey as you are definitely are a part of mine. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when your girl is about to upload her next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, just give you good vibes you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites, wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to in the background is called Raised Vibration, 528 hertz, positive energy, being positive minded, calm, balanced meditation music. I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Full Moon Set Things in Motion for your benefit on many levels. It truly did. One of my love bugs, Sydney, she had just texted me and she was like, oh, the things change out for you or whatever. And it was just like I asked the universe to send content towards my way that they want me to talk about things that I need to shed light on. And it's an amazing ways when I either I'm conversating with someone or we're trying to see if we're all going through the same kind of change, or we feeling these different kind of things that's going on in life. Let me make sure this is not drowning out what I'm trying to say. um, that is really been putting us through these different changes. A lot of us are facing our fears. A lot of us are feeling the change that is being guided towards us. There's a lot of people making some big moves for themselves and they fear that. And I truly understand. I can relate to that because we do, one way or another, we do fear change as well. When you're not sure where your life is guiding you towards, where it's taking you to, what they want you to believe in, the things they want you to have faith in, having that confidence and strength within yourself to know that these things are going to benefit you on so many different levels. Never be afraid of your transitions. It's hard for you not to know. I mean, for you not to be that way because we fear what we don't understand. We fear what we can't see. But you have to always understand, universe is not going to ever forsake us. Now, it's like when it comes to people, they'll hurt you every time. But when the universe is asking you to do stuff, they're making you make these moves to be able to reap the best things in your life. You're heading towards missions. You're turning into the warrior you've always been. You had to go through these major shifts, and it can scare you because it's like your perception on things has changed and it is also broadened. You're becoming stronger within the power that you hold. There's other gifts that are basically coming into play. There's always been there, but had to be laying dormant until you reach certain statuses or levels, within your life that you really needed to go through. You had to go experience major trauma to be able to be, that was kind of like a fail safe. It clicks on as soon as you had to go through different terms and agreements in your life. But it's allowing you to see the things that has transpired into your life, letting you know, they're giving you these visions and stuff like that, of different perspectives of your life, as well as when you're going through meditation, you might get a vision of something that that they're trying to give you, ideas about, messages, your dreams. A lot of us has been on uh this journey or whatever, where you can't remember your dreams at times, and then there's sometimes you do remember them, but it's kind of hard. It takes nits and pieces away that they want you to remember. Because anytime, like I told somebody today, that excuse me, that if you can remember your dream, it's a message, it's not a dream. Those are the things that they have to tell you along the way when it's hard for us to see the signs at time. Because if you're really stressed out or whatever, they'll send certain things your way to comfort you, to heal you, let you embrace so you can change the way you view things. A lot of times we go through a lot of emotions because you're so used to going through a certain way, doing certain things for so long. And then when you're allowing yourself to be fair with yourself, with me, I've always thought about constantly about how people hurt me, the things that people have placed on my life, and how unfair it felt, for people to be able to get away with the things that they got away with. And then I had to be able to understand, universe is giving you these different shifts, and these different dimensions and portals are being open to you for you to be able to understand these certain things had to transpire in your life for a positive example, for a positive reason. A lot of times it's hard to see the things that you have gone through as being something kind of positive. And it is. There are some people that have been in a household where they have been molested or been raped, and then they grow up on this journey and where they open up like a charity, or they open up something for people that have been molested or has been in those, been a victim of some kind of abuse like that, to where it can help other people to deal with those things, not cope, but be able to be aware of your strength, aware of the power you hold within that time of trauma. A lot of things has to happen. You had to be able to be that shock value for you to be able to know you knew what that made you feel like. You wanted to make these certain situations and cease, deaden out. So they needed you to go through those different situations for you to be able to help others, because you can relate to the pain that they carry, and allowed me to do that about my life. A lot of things I've experienced, there are certain times I get sad and emotional, because that's just anybody, when you have lost somebody in your life that was really important to you, or, becoming aware of something that is not in that form anymore, you know, um, being guided by all my loved ones, ones I really hold near and dear to me, has helped me so much on my path. And I feel so blessed to be able to have them along my way, giving me that reassurance. You're doing good. It's a lot of things that has been placed on your life that can really have sent you down a being volatile, but you didn't. You allowed yourself to feel that emotion, allow yourself to go through that anger, but you also deaden that anger as well. Allowing yourself to be that motivation to help you. You know what it feels like to be abused, in so many different ways, and you're helping other people through a positive outcome. You're allowing your experience to be voiced out, but you're allowing yourself to see the transitions from that trauma of where it's taking you and where you're about to go. That is, that's a beautiful thing. A lot of people can be out there and just look like, oh, feel sorry for me because these things happen to me, and this and this and this and that. I was there, when I first started this, because I didn't know how to look at it, how to handle this, where do I go from this. People that I trusted was the main ones that stabbed me in the back. you know Being able to express certain things, and people looked at me a certain way. I was attached to people, or connected to people, not attached, but connected to people that wouldn't understand my views of the things that I went through, because if they're not spiritually awakened, they're not going to understand. They're going to be looking at you like you're crazy. But just being able to see the platform, as well as the blessing within the platform that I've been guided towards, it allowed me to look at my life in so many different ways. I'm still learning, I'm still healing, still growing, learning stuff every day, you know, um, being able to receive the lessons as well as the visions within the blessings, to be able to open up and tell other people, just to know, it's a good feeling to know you are not going through these things alone. You're not crazy, but you're melting away things that has been, altered towards your knowledge of life, has made you be like a control corporate, if you want to call it that, corporate of seeing things the way everybody else does. And then you had to go through these times to where it really shook you to the core, saying life is not what they try to tell me it is. This is a lie. This is BS. And then it allowed you to take control of your life and place it the way where you're supposed to. So it's just like when we went through this full moon, y'all. I told y'all, was it yesterday? I thought it was going to take another day, but as for me and my hard headed behind, there was so many different contents that was coming to me, and there was plus, a lot of y'all that were, asking me questions, saying, "Rosalind, I need guidance on this. I need advice on that." And I love to be able to do that because I know what it feels like to be scared because you don't know, what is going on with my life. My life feels like it's like falling apart on so many different directions, and it's not. Well, yes, it is, and then it's not. You're shedding faucets of things that was conditioned. You were controlled and limited towards what society wanted you to see, what society wanted you to believe. And now you're finally melting away, like from that sculpture. It's like you being a statue this whole time, and then it took that one good bump to crack you away from that, and then you became the person that you wanted to be. You're allowing yourself to see things, and the way you want to help out people, it had to be through the things that has really impacted your life in a traumatizing way. And you feel very strongly about it, and it's like we're going through all these major shifts that um that is making you feel everything. And trust and believe, I know it's hard. Y'all see how I was just crying the other day, and I hate crying, I hate doing that. But just seeing all the madness in the world, and it's already bad when we're empaths and we feel everything. I mean, it's just, I don't know what is going on. It'll probably come to me in a few of you just really, everything hits home for you. You're seeing, people running from different tragedies and stuff like that, especially during these wildfires and stuff, and seeing the aftermath of what has been robbed. And it was just like so many different things, especially on YouTube. They've been showing different things. And I mean, when I say that messed me up in the worst kind of way, seeing these animals not try to understand what is going on, and they're trying to run to save their lives, and just seeing all of them, between people and animals just dying left and right, was a really hard situation to bear, and making me wish I could have done something. At times we feel powerless to things that goes on, but it's like things like this has to happen for the change to take place, even though it's like a traumatizing thing to see. um when things like that happen, the all the moon phases are showing you, you know, of things that happens in the world. You can take control of what you need to do for your life, allowing you to know that even the smallest, the smallest gesture, kind gesture you can place on somebody or something can impact in a big way. And I've seen it, I've done it. And being able to be blessed to be able to do that, um, it really means a lot to me when y'all drop these comments, and there's a lot of times I sit here and cry, but like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, but it allows me, and I always look up to the heavens and say thank you for that gift that they gave me, because at times I didn't feel like I had it in me to be able to help people. I said, there's times I can't even help myself. How am I going to help people that I don't even know? And just being there, they were just like, be honest, be truthful, be vocal about the things that you have experienced in life, the things that we're showing you, the things that are happening around you, the things that we need to tell you that is taking place for them to be able to see it too. And it just allowed me to really see that, going through these couple of days where I had to be placed in solitude. I knew it was inevitable, because there's a lot of times I push myself and push myself. And that's why I was like, I was looking at the videos and seeing the time stamps of all the ones I've done. And I said, I'm wondering why I'm not feeling right. I said, I've been going a whole week, almost close to a whole week. You need to take this time out for yourself to to relax, recharge, be with yourself, go through the changes within the solitude. All these things are taking place, all these crazy dreams I'm having. It's just like I was in this really volatile relationship. I think maybe it was like, I say probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And it really put me, I've been in, abusive relationships before, but this one was to the core where it almost killed me. And last night I had a dream of the person that, that really placed me there, and they had passed away. And it was, I was really trying to find, the back, when the deep meaning towards that, because, when you're dreaming about stuff like that, and it allowed me to see I'm allowing myself to lay to rest things of my past that really have, traumatized me, has hurt me in ways where I felt, helpless, you know, um, keeping those things to myself, because I always said I would never allow anybody to place their hands on me. Never wanted my children to be able to see those things that has placed, placed me in a dark place. But I had to understand I have done that, and just like, worked overtime just to make sure my kids don't, follow my footsteps on that, certain things like that. Um, Being able to know I got my strength from those dark times of trauma, and and it was just like the dream. I was working and somebody told me, hey, that guy that you were dating, such and such and such, well, they died. And I was like, oh, okay. God rest his soul. And I mean, it really didn't shake me, but I didn't have any anger in my heart either. I didn't know, what I was feeling about that. But then when I started reading up on it, it's basically telling me that, since that was the most volatile, relationship I was really in, like, even though my toxic one that I, just cut free from, um, that one where, it was like that person was trying to kill me, and just being able to feel all my loved ones being there for me, not allowing that to happen, being able to find that strength with them, and seeing all that, it was just like letting me know that part of trauma that you have experienced many times in different ways is no longer there anymore. It had a death on that. That was, you had to go through certain things in your life, being able to see your power and the vibes of, your raising your consciousness, that is no longer needed for you. There's nothing to be afraid of, being able to allow that to lay to rest. My trauma has brought many blessings to me, has allowed me to heal in a lot of ways. And it's taught me a lot too, being able to love myself on many levels, know my worth, respect myself, allow myself to separate from anything that, that takes away from that, regardless if it's like a relationship of a partnership or as a relationship with friends. If I have to question myself or I'm getting these sketchy vibes from you, I used to go off on folks like, how dare you do that to me and stuff like that. But I don't have to do all that just to get my point across. I can just cut that cord and keep it moving, and I'm just like, hey, you got to respect it. If I don't want to deal with you, can't make me deal with you if I don't want to. It's just, some people, hang around you and are attached to you for the benefits for them to be around you. When you have gone through a lot of dark times, it will expose the truth and the intentions of people that you held dear, and a lot of times that really hurts. When I started this journey and found out, the truth about my family and people that I held dear to my life that I never thought that would abandon me or, do, any kind of vicious things to me, they showed me their true colors throughout that. They started looking at me different. I'm like, well, this is not my fault. Who I came from, that was God, and the seeds of what grew inside of my dad, what grew inside of my mom, and those merged together, and boom, here I am. There's a lot of times I make jokes when I'm, telepathically speaking to my dad, and I tell him, both of y'all are Geminis. What the hell were you thinking? Both of y'all are just crazy, but in a good way. And all he could do was laugh, like, Roslynn, I don't think that was the part of the plan of when I did what I did. And anybody knows how my dad talks. It's like straight Morpheus Matrix type stuff. I'm like, okay, dad, but I'm just saying, you know. But then it's like I'm blessed to be here, regardless of what they did. Even though I joke to him about that. I'm glad to be here. Even though a lot of things has transpired into my life, um, I wouldn't change it for the world. And it's kind of hard to say that, because I know all the pain that I've carried from, finding out the truth about myself, knowing who I'm, attached to or related to. It hurt me a lot. But then, through these different, like moon phases that has been experienced, it really allowed me to feel grateful for the things that has transpired in my life. If I had a chance to do it all differently, the only thing I would change is about having that connection, physical connection with my family. Other than that, I have to understand things happen for a reason. Even though they might hurt me to the core of the things that, I have been going through recently or as well as before. But God always have a plan for us. Universe always has a plan for us. We might not understand it, but there's always a purpose behind anything that we experience in life. And I'm very grateful for that. And it took me a while to say that, because there's times, y'all know, when I speak about different things, I tend to get choked up. But it's at that point, I go through my ups and downs. I can be full of life one day and be drained as hell the next, but I'm allowing myself to go through these motions because those are motions of healing. When you start, feeding into the vibrations, the positive vibration, not the negative one, but allowing yourself to really see um, why things had to happen in your life, even though you might not have all the answers that you deserve. It will take motion into your life for you. Maybe it will allow you to, see the truth and understand why certain things had to happen, or it will give you that peace to keep carrying on. And eventually that answer that you want is going to come to you. It'll come to you in many ways. I see, my life and, the things that I'm doing and, helping others along the way and giving best advice I can possibly give, because I know, for me going through the things I've went through, I can really relate to a lot of people on different levels. And, it gives me understanding about that. And it's just in there and, allowing yourself to merge as well. All these things, it's not an easy, easy ride. It wasn't supposed to be. But when you allow yourself to step back and really see, even though you might have went through hell and high water, trials and tribulations, ups and downs, failures, setbacks and stuff like that, these are the things it's going to teach you. These are the things you can be grateful from because of the lessons that it brought you. Allowing yourself to know, damn, I'm doing all this and more. And, I can really, I'm very grateful. Like I said before, it's just, it takes you a minute to really understand. And at times you feel like life isn't fair. I've been there, and I just, there's times when me and God has talked. I said, this is my heart. That's a mighty price to pay for me being able to, not have that connection the way I longed for it when it comes to certain family members and stuff like that. But being able to be blessed with that gift, even though they went through a transition, it allows me to be in open line communication with them all the time. And it sets tears. They were like, oh, don't get into that tear jerker. We're always here. And, being able to talk to family that I never had a chance to be able to, physically connect with in that way, it's truly a blessing to me. you know um Being able to do that is brought a lot of things that I can truly be grateful for. Being able to connect with y'all on different levels, to know, hey, you feel the things that I talk about, you resonate with the things that I go through because you have experienced them too. And it's a blessing to know, you're not going through these changes um for your health. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is for your health, but it's not. It's allowing you to really see where you can take control of your life, what you're entitled to, what you need to, disconnect with. Don't allow your pain and sadness and trauma to stop your process of what's trying to, take place in your life. And they really wanted you to feel that and appreciate that on different levels. So I hope that you're able to, resonate with the content of this video. I don't know what's going on with me. I've been going through some very intense changes that I can really feel grateful for right now. It's just like I know my body is like really feeling it today. I got up this morning. I mean, I was in so much pain. I was damn near in tears. But I took me some pain reliever and meditated, and it could be just, a lot of things that are leaving my body, as well as my energy and the frequency I carry, that is putting my body into a shock. That's how I feel it is because I'm going through all these major changes, and everything. When you go through changes, it does have side effect, things to it. But let me give a post notification. Shout out to Deep Thoughts in Here and Now and Bella uh, Marciano. Much love to you as well. Welcome to the fam, as well as Samantha. You know, um, our spiritual family is really, rising. We're connecting in such a beautiful way. We're almost close to 1,800 subscribers, and which I'm truly grateful for. So, thank you so much for that support. And being able to know my videos is helping you in some kind of way, or just making sense towards the things that are transpiring into your life uh, on a beautiful way, is truly a blessing to me, and I'm humbly grateful for that in many levels. So if you would just drop a line to me, let me know if you're resonating with the things that I'm talking about. I'd love to give you a post notification shout out. If you know there's things that you would love to get advice for or guidance to, or just having questions about your path and you don't feel comfortable with talking to it here, you can always send me a short message letting me know you're from YouTube, and you got whatever your questions and concerns are, um, in the messenger, not my page, because I'm not accepting any people on my actual page. But I would love to go ahead and connect with you on Facebook Messenger. Just send me a short text and let me know what your issues are, your concerns are, and I'll try my best to help you out as best way as I can. But I hope you have a blessed weekend and be responsible for everything you do. Know and believe, keep working. Your abundance is so close to you, and it's closer than you actually realize. So don't give up on the things that you truly want in life. So know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And like I said before, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, share, tell somebody about the channel they might be interested. Drop me a line so I can give you a shout out. It's truly grateful. And thank you so much for the support. Make sure you give out love, light, and positivity, as well as prosperity vibes. You never know, those words, energy, and frequency can really take somebody a long way. Much love. Peace. Be well.